This is a public service announcement from your fellow YouTuber, boxing vlogger, DStyleBoxing. You know, you know, I've been in the mood for some satire, and I know, I've been holding myself back a little bit, just a little bit. Like the 50 Cent song, like just a little bit. I've been holding back just a tid, wet bit, just a little bit, like the amount that Povetkin was busted with, just a little bit, just been holding back by that much, by 70 nanograms. Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner is a talk that was initiated in the LDBC. A lot of controversy going on with this. What? Okay. Not there really isn't controversy, right? Okay, but maybe that word was a little too much. But okay, there is discussion about it, and here's my opinion. Okay, I think the fight is trash. Okay, I think the fight's trash. I think it's a dumb fight. Okay, it's just I wouldn't want to see it, right? But I'm very critical. Anytime there's a fight I don't like, I'm very critical about it. I'm very vocal about a fight that I don't like. I'll say it loud and I'll say it without any regret. Mayweather versus Berto. I didn't like that fight. Another matchup that was kind of talked about that I agree with, that I would rather see, is in fact Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. That's a fight I would like to see. I agree with that. That would be a very intriguing matchup, right? Whether the fight happens or not, I don't know. I hope it does. Anyone saying that it's not going to happen or it is going to happen, they don't know, right? It's we'll see. Now, is it likely to happen? Probably not. So I guess I put my name in the box too. But I don't like the fight whatsoever. I think that the fight sucks. Now the question isn't so much. Everybody basically agrees. Okay, everybody agrees. Like whether it's Pacquiao, like everybody agrees Pacquiao whoops his ass. There's very few people that believe Broner has some form of chance. Like I think he has a chance. Like chance in what way? Like chance as in 1 in a million. Like what type of chance are we talking about? Like winning the lottery? What type of chance? Does he have a chance? Sure. I mean, chance is such a broad word. We really want to get into it. Chance. Chance. Can you define he has a chance? Can we put a definition for that in its context as far as when you say Broner has a chance against Pacquiao? Can anyone who believes that, can you actually, without just saying he has a chance, can you explain to me why? Because I think Pacquiao waxes his ass, and I think he does it pretty easily. And it would be an expected result. I don't like expected results, but we'll see, Adrian Broner would definitely love the fight. It would be a big payday for him, and who knows, he's probably dumb enough to think he could win, But Crawford, I think that's a more intriguing matchup. Crawford-Pacquiao, I'd love to see that fight. All right, I think that would be a very interesting fight. And obviously, Crawford has to get past Postol. Now, that's not a given. Postol's a very good fighter, so we'll see about that. But if he can get past that fight, especially if he gets past it in impressive fashion, hey, man, I mean, that's a hell of a fight, Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. All right, and that's, call me crazy. I'd favor Crawford in that fight. I really would. So I don't know. I would love to see that fight, but obviously he has other business to attend to first. I mean, I'm not gonna, even entertain it other than just mention it here in passing because others did. But yeah, that's my opinion. The fight's trash. As far as me, I fucking hate the potential talk. I just fucking hate it. Right? Oh, but his potential, it's just like if only he worked hard, obviously, Broner is who he is. If he never, ballooned up in weight, if only, it's just that's who he is. I mean, He doesn't have the discipline, man. Adrian Broner doesn't have the discipline. And I believe it's the same thing Chavez Jr. had. I think it's the same thing other fighters have. They're scared of giving it their all in training camp. They're scared of that. When they lose, they want people to say, but he didn't give it his all. If he gave his all, he would have won. They want people to say that. Okay? That is a weakness. That doesn't, when people like give fighters passes for that, it pisses me the fuck off. But, like, I don't want to hear the buts. I don't want to hear the if onlys. I don't. If only. What do you mean if only? All right? If only. Just. But if only. I mean, it's when it comes to the sport of boxing, if you start talking about buts and if onlys and if only this and if only that, I mean, you're going to drive yourself insane. Because you could say, what if? What if this didn't happen? Well, what if that? Like, it's just, the world of boxing would be upside down as far as how we would be viewing it today. Right? When, what if? I don't get caught up in that talk. I don't get caught up in the if only, if only he trained hard. I don't get caught up in it. Right? Broner is who he is. Right? He is who he is. He doesn't want to be 100% dedicated. He doesn't want to do it. Right? It's a facade. It's all an act. Right? When it comes, I'm sure he does train hard in training camp. But yes, obviously he's not as disciplined as he could be. He gets in a lot of trouble. All that, man, even if it's at a, subconscious level, I just think he is scared of just giving it his all. Because there's nothing scarier than giving it your absolute best and coming up short, to some fighters. So, anyway, the fight sucks. There you go. So, short version of the video, fight sucks. Peace.